you, the Prime Minister, for a very involving opening of the meeting. Without further ado, let us hear what is the baseline from the
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for the Prime Minister for giving a very enthusiastic speech and being a very charming gentleman. So, firstly, for the definition of the government side, we do not challenge and we don't have any issues with it because obviously the definition of death penalty is correct. But I would just like to clarify and enlighten the audience even more further about what death penalty is. Now, death penalty is not just for any crime committed, but for a very severe crime and a very, very serious crime that puts a large impact to the nation or to anyone that's been affected by that crime. And before implementing a death penalty on someone, they'll be going through a severe investigation and a court trial in front of juries, audience, and a judge, Mr. Speaker. Okay. Then with that, I'll move on to obviously the rebuttals of what the government is trying to bring up today. Now, the whole case of the first speaker on the government today is that they're saying that this death penalty is very cruel. But I question, isn't committing crimes, first degree crimes like first degree murders, cruel as well? And I believe that. Now, not only that is it cruel. First degree murders involve either massive killing or first degree crime involves a large impact towards the nation. That's causing cruelty towards the nation. That's causing cruelty to the family that's being killed or anything. Basically, doing a serious crime is cruel as well. So we say. Yes.
Okay, that's why we are giving them a second chance so that they can redeem themselves, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Moving on. About the second chance thing, how is the government going to ensure that these criminals, I repeat, criminals, are going to take the second chance seriously? What yardstick do you have to measure whether they are sober already or okay, they're ready to go into the community and do good things now? Well, they've committed a very serious crime now. That's what we question the government today. Now, about one of the proposal, which is caning. To counter that, they've given an example of kids. Parents cane kids, and kids obviously feel very bad and become very good. But the mentality of these criminals are different from kids. In fact, so how are you going to ensure that caning really does give a definite effect to these criminals? And about the life sentences, it's not, like I say, losing an eye should be given back by losing another eye, by the person who actually caused the other person to lose an eye. The punishment of life sentence is not really fair towards the people, to how much the degree of the crime, and towards the people who has actually been affected by this crime. It's not on the same degree. You're killing someone, but that person is dead. But then you get to live on and live in prison. Okay, fine, living in this prison is horrible. But the thing is, you still get to live. You still get to see your family. When that family, the person you killed, can't even get to see their beloved daughter or son, Mrs. Smith. They have the right to live. Now, same with the person who has the right to live that's been killed. Do they have the right to be avenged? None. Now, okay, so I guess I'm done with the rebuttals, and I'll move on to the first point on the government today, which is on the key phase of rights. Now, whose rights are we talking about? We are talking about, first, the rights of the people affected by these crimes. Second, the rights of the nation itself. Now, I'd like to enlighten you again. Since first degree murders, how do first degree crimes causes a huge impact and affect the nation in a very bad way? Okay, I'll give you a simple example. First degree murders are taking a life of another. Now, if they want to question us taking a life of this murderer, why don't you question the criminals and tell what right do they have to actually kill that person? What right do they have to actually take the right of another person? Yes,
that's why we want them to suffer in the prison, ladies and gentlemen. That's why.
Again, I question. Are you really sure they're going to suffer, or are they going to enjoy for the rest of their life because they managed to Now, why do we say it brings a severe impact towards the nation? Firstly, they're giving options for our youth, for our people to destroy their lives. Again, taking away another person's right to live a healthy and successful life. And secondly, they're taking away the government and the nation's right to have the successful youth to help the country build up. But, okay, another question pops up in your minds, I'm sure. But why do you have to protect these rights of these people? And why do you have to use the death penalty to actually protect these rights? Okay, when you don't put a death penalty, a death sentence, or a death sentence, and I'll paint you a simple picture. Recently there's been a crime, and this crime involved a brutal killing or massive killing. And after investigations, the government decides not to put the death penalty and just sentence that person to life. Now, even though, you might say, they're safe in prison, they are put away in the prison, but it still puts worries in the hearts of our nation. They live in fear because they know the prison. It's not ultimately, again, I see, the mentality of a murderer is different. You can never know that suddenly they find a way to get out of the prison and again start killing people. Yes.
You cannot make assumption on what you're doing. If I'm holding this bottle, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think that I'm going to hold this, whether I'm tight or softly, ladies and gentlemen? You cannot make an assumption here.
Not just making assumptions. When you put a death penalty, you definitely enlighten the hearts of many because they know, this criminal is gone and I can live on safely. So we're giving the rights of our people to live a very happy life and not having the fear to walk on the streets. They won't have the fear to walk on the streets today. And by doing this death penalty, we get to prevent these murders from these criminals to do more crimes. Okay, fine. Give it a second chance, maybe they'll repent. Maybe they'll repent. But